What is going on, everybody? This is the Archangel Network. I'm back here with another stream.
And what's up, you guys? And what's up, everyone? I'm Junko Jockers today.
What's up? I'm Cobra Commander Lord.
We got Teutonic Chevalier, and then we got Cavalrock Castle Knight.
Hold on, I got someone calling me, so I'll be right back.
All right. But yeah, so this stream is just going to be basically all about open, basically just open form stream, nothing usual as complicated. But meanwhile, I'm just going to get the point of this topic. So this is my Christian channel. I don't want no cursing, okay? Even though if there's cursing, I would allow it, but I will, I don't know, to be honest, but to be honest, it's going to be the basic differences. So we got everyone here. We got people here. Okay, good. All right. This is Cobra Commander. I want to introduce to him.
So I'm Christian.
Christian?
And, yeah. And I'm a Crusader, too.
Yeah, Crusader.
The Brazilian Crusader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, as for me, I'm a Christian who's struggling to find peace, which I'm trying to find some peace.
Same
Hopefully
here.
with you guys' help.
Yeah.
I can actually manage to find my peace and, get on my merry way, but,
Yeah.
it's not that easy for me.
It is. Like, it takes time because, like, when it comes to, believing and having faith with God, that's going to take time because it takes a lot of hard work. Let's be honest. Even though the Bible says, not even works, can let you to go to heaven, but the Spirit of Christ that comes inside you will if you know Him, then you will basically go. But the problem is, it's complicated because some people don't actually believe in it. Some people say, I did it in the past. I give up. Don't give up, dude. Don't give up. Like,
Can't give yourselves up like that, you guys.
Like, we know Jesus is real. Like,
Exactly. Even
who
I know
else
Jesus
is
is
out
real.
there besides Him? Because Jesus always says, God always says, it's the heart. It's the heart, guys. Believe it. It's the heart. I always see the judgment. Judgment testimonies. People, ask God to see the judgment day. People even died, in hospitals and see the judgment day and came back to life and explain what just happened. So, yeah, there's so many testimonies. There's also other testimonies which I don't know if I should believe in that, but but I'm gonna be honest here.
So, Dice, do you remember?
Well, I mean, if you're going to believe in the testimony, you have to believe in the right testimony.
So, Dice.
Exactly.
So do you remember I told you about the DC thing? DC made from
the DC comics?
Yeah, made from Jewish.
Oh yeah, so basically the DC Comics company was technically made by Jewish people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they say, it's 100% US, right?
True fact, and Warner Bros. And Disney too. I found it out already.
Mm-hmm. I mean, basically, you could just research everything. It's already there.
Because here's the thing: authors don't understand about DC and Marvel, that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to research. Hold up, because
So
Jews in comic books. Okay. There we go. The Jewish origins of our comic book superheroes. Superman, Batman.
This is pretty interesting. Could you screen share that so we can
wait,
take a look?
Wait. I'm going to share screen.
All right, Hiroshimaru is here.
Well, this could work.
What's up, Hero?
Hopefully the Carmelita Fox avatar would work better.
Okay, so I'm going to share screen. Hold a sec.
He'll unmute in just a sec.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and if anybody sees that Flaming Vanguard's account, it's probably Jack Williams, by the way. He's already exposed
So,
them. So.
wait. Do you see it?
I mean, the Flaming Vanguards of YouTube is basically also me, because the Flaming Vanguards of YouTube is also
Nice.
a group of individuals. That's where I met Leon Calavera on that group. So
Nice.
Understandable, but if that Flaming Vanguards tells you, "Oh, do anything here and streams ever again," don't listen to that account, because honestly, the Flaming Vanguards of YouTube already exposed them, so they're not getting their way. Already exposed.
Banner.
So
the
anyway,
year is 5,780. The month Tishrei. No, this isn't science fiction. It's a new year on this calendar of the Jewish people, celebrated by the culture of millions throughout the world, with a strong history spanning thousands of years. This month, Jews of every nation celebrate Rosh Hashanah, their New Year's Day, Yom Kippur, their day of Atonement, Sukkot, their holiday of Thanksgiving, and Simchat Torah, their festival upon completion of an annual cycle of scripture. Jewish history and the comic book history have gone hand in hand since the beginnings of the medium. Well, go back. Since the beginnings of the medium, Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, Bob Kane and Bill Finger, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, so many of the titans who made comics what they are today trace their roots back to American Jewry. It's appropriate then that so many of DC's icons can claim Jewish heritage themselves. Here's a list of 20 Jewish superheroes, enough for 2 million, even to help you to ring in the new lunar year. Gemar Chatima Tova. So here he is.
So
Atom Smasher.
Yeah, so I'll go down here, right? See? From DC. And start going here. This is right here. Dr. Fate.
Mhm.
Firestorm. Harlequin. Colossal Boy. Let me see.
Yeah.
Right here. So
as Sarah, Israeli school teacher Chaim Lavon represent his nation in the Global Guardians, and an international team of superheroes armed with the strength of Samson, the ring of Solomon, the staff of Moses, and the mantle of Elijah. Seraph used the artifacts of the Old Testament to fight for justice for his people and the world. Long after the Global Guardians disbanded, Seraph remained one of the most active members of the team in his part of the world.
see?
Interesting. Hayoth.
The first three countries fighting. Let me see. Wait. I'm gonna show you more. Hold sec. Where's the seat? Look. Well, I'm gonna show the ending. The ending gonna show. Hold sec. Wait. Okay, here. Salma the wise. The wisdom. The part of Shazam.
The power of Shazam. So Solomon, son of David, was the third king of Judea. Yep, I know this. From 971 to 930 BCE. By the Bible's accounting, Solomon was granted ultimate wisdom by God himself, oversaw Persia's golden age for the Jewish people, constructed their holiest temple, and bound the king of all demons to his service. But Solomon plays a significant role in the DC universe as well, acting one of the 6 patrons of Shazam. As Captain Marvel, Billy Batson gains access to the wisdom of Solomon himself, often providing a young hero with the wits to outfox even his willest foes.
Green Lantern, Hal Jordan.
Oh wow, Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Hal Jordan has a long history of issues with his father, a test pilot who died on his risky flight aboard an experimental jet plane. But until 2015, we didn't know too much about his mother. That changes in Tom King and Doc Shainer's Justice League Darkseid War. Lantern, where we learn that not only was Hal's mother Jewish, but that Hal was raised practicing some level of Judaism himself. This surprisingly heartfelt issue uses Hal's revealed history religion as a springboard to what it means to be surrounded by gods in an emergent dark side war and even achieve Apotheosis himself, themes which would continue later into King's work.
Oh, it's coming to my favorite part. It's coming to my favorite DC, my favorite female hero in DC.
Right here.
Zathura?
Yes.
The magic one, right?
Doesn't
All right,
say
yes.
Zatanna.
You want to go?
Wait. I'm going to show you the part. Hold a sec.
Yeah.
Right here.
Batman. Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's go read it. The Archangel Network. Oh Lord.
That's right.
No, this is not the Archangel Network. This is the Batman.
Look.
Batman.
So he says here, look. So that's right. We're talking about the Dark Knight himself. The Rhodes Grace detective is also the Rhodes Grace Jew. See, Batman's Jew. See.
That's right. We're talking about the Dark Knight himself. The world's greatest detective is also the world's greatest Jew. Maybe. Man, whoever made this site is just okay. Consider the facts as we noted above. Kate Kane's father, Jacob Kane, is a practicing Jew. Jacob Kane's sister was Martha Kane, who married Thomas Wayne and became Martha Wayne. Unless Jacob Kane became Jewish through conversion, it would stand to the reason that Martha Wayne was Jewish as well, at least by birth. This would make Bruce Wayne culturally Jewish from the mother's side, according to the vast majority of opinions in Judaic scripture. One is considered Jewish if they were born of a Jewish mother. This would mean that Batman himself has a Jewish maternal heritage and therefore Jewish himself. Even Martha is sometimes depicted at the burial site of Christian imagery on her headstone. This wouldn't change the notion that she was born Jewish. Unlike most faiths, Judaism is considered a culture as well as a religion. Now, in Christianity, we also have like Judaism, but we called it the Old Testament. That's why we believe it. And if we read out Isaiah, where he says that there will be a Messiah, and you should name him Emmanuel. Emmanuel, I believe. Hold on, I need to search what Emmanuel means. I forgot because Emmanuel.
Isn't Emmanuel one of the?
Yes. Emmanuel means in Hebrew, God is with us. Also Romanized Emmanuel.
Yeah. So
Emmanuel.
I'll show 2 dice about the meme someone made called Fregnum from a my Discord server, right? And so he made this joke. Hold a sec.
All right, but yeah, you could. Okay. Before I share something, I'm just gonna say something. So, is a Hebrew name that appears in the book of Isaiah, chapter 7, verse 14, as a sign that God will be, with a new son. So, yeah. All right. Now, I know Wolfmaster gonna be the Lord. I wonder who will be the Lord to defeat Joe Biden. I know Wolfmaster is gonna be the Lord. I wonder who will be the Lord to defeat Joe Bidenator.
Wait.
That's a funny Phineas and Ferb meme we got here.
So
Yeah.
that's so.
Joe
that's-
Biden.
Yo, bro. So
Oh my
this-
God.
Joe Bidenator.
So wait. I'm gonna show another one. Hold a sec. Maybe Mr. Jingle. Maybe you know this person from Discord. Hold a sec. Let me see. Hold a sec. Applications. Hold a sec. Right here. So this.
It's the Archangel Network. Remember?
Okay. The Archangel Network.
All right.
Okay, so wait a whole sec. So this guy from Discord, right? So he said, "I don't know who is Wolfmaster, Masties."
I don't know. I don't.
Okay,
I don't know who Wolfmaster is, and at this time, I'm afraid to ask. Wolfmaster sword, Joe Biden. Kids, violence is never the answer. I'm now Biden supporter. And then he just slaps him.
I was about to say, are we gonna have another Wolfmaster reference in here?
wait.
I don't know.
So who's Wolfmaster is me in Discord.
In this, okay, yeah. Cobra Commander is Wolfmaster.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you always change your name, so it's
Yeah,
not.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, you change your name really often.
Yeah, no, I like it. You know what I'm saying? It's Discord technology, that stuff.
Yep. The wonders of socials like that.
Yeah,
Please don't go change names. Please don't prank my friends. Who's this person or who's that? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it always comes as a matter of fact when it comes to these types of stuff, you know, especially
Oh,
Old
wait.
Testament.
Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna mute myself because I'm gonna show more memes, the last ones. Okay.
All right.
Okay, let's go see the memes. And then after this, I will invite Celesordus, who is a believer on the Greek gods. Ooh. Oh gosh.
Yeah, just don't mind me. I'm actually playing a game while we're on live, and for some reason, my Evercade kind of crashed. Get my console bricked.
Cause yeah, you can share the memes, Commander Cobra.
As long as it's funny.
Okay, you're ready, guys?
Bring it on.
You ready?
Oh, yeah, before you say something, Greek gods are demons in disguise. Yep, that is true. That is
Okay.
true.
You ready?
No denying that.
Okay, the first one.
Freak knob, Wolfmaster, Joe Biden. You always talk about Joe Biden, bro.
Man,
Okay.
you got something for Joe Biden, don't you?
Greetings, humans. I bring the secret to saving humanity.
Let me guess.
Wolfmaster helps.
And then defeats Joe Biden.
Oh, look, how cute. Wolfmaster coming to make
Going
World War III.
World War III. Oh no, it's stupid.
How do we know if they're actually dead or just pretending? Maybe they are all Wolfmaster followers. True.
Master didn't know you have your own cult.
Wait. So people say that I'm bringing people on Extinction Tweet server. Here's the thing: I didn't do it. So my army doing that, right? I'd be like this on a server, post memes. They do. After that, I found Extinction Tweet server, the Burger King server, right? I found it and say, whoosh, them, right? Wait, hold on. Juice, hold on. So we'll expose some people, right? Thanks. No wait, the Archangel.
By the way, hopefully none of you heard that because I slipped something out by mistake. So I
Yeah.
should have muted myself.
No, we
My apologies. My apologies. If you guys heard what I accidentally slipped out, my bad. That was my fault on that.
It's fine, man.
Then again, I know you're gonna edit that out anyway. So
It's fine.
yeah. So we're gonna expose some people time, right, Dice?
Yep. So I'm not against this person, but I just want to let you know you can believe whatever you want, but the truth, listen. So the Son sets free is free indeed. So the truth will set you free. So that's what according to the Bible says. I mean, you could believe wherever you want, even though it's not, even if you don't believe in Jesus Christ. The truth will set you free, because the point is that we're trying to how am I supposed to explain it? We're trying to make a faction where people can basically love God more, love Jesus, because he died for us. And that's the point. And it's not just that Jesus doesn't love you, okay? The point is that it's the heart. Does your heart tells you that you love him? Like, for instance, you need to pray all the time. Like, even though if he's not here, like for next week, do not give up. Like, why would anyone try to do something like this? Like giving up and all that kind of stuff? Nah. I used to be addicted, like so many stuff, but if we just gonna come remind ourselves. I'd be remiss if we did not come here. We're there for the truth. Yep.
Oh yeah, well the truth is you're Jack Williams behind that account, and I already exposed you. So Anyway, so I think what we all need to do is that never give up. I think we need to keep moving forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if we don't move forward, it's not gonna be good for us.
Yeah.
Got a point.
Yeah. So let me just share a screen a little bit. So this is the video that I made like a few months ago. Way back in January.
Oh, you made that video?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yeah,
let's take a look. You'll have to link me that video as well, so I could also watch it on my own as well.
All right.
That's your channel?
Yeah, that's my channel, the Archangel Network.
All right.
But yeah, before I say something, before you watch it, so this is the guy who I'm talking about, Son of Sardis, Son of Sardis. So, or Sothis, which is basically in Greek. But let's go start. So,
Oh dear, I forgot to.
I said. So he told
my
me.
actual count.
Yeah. So he told me, I don't think non-Christians are going to care about what the Bible has to say. And I said, that's your opinion. Speaking of which, if you tell me, if you die, come back from the dead, I will listen to you very carefully to what you have to say. Because I see so many testimonies when people died and come from the back to the dead and explain what they seen. Like, there's a guy that was talking about the Judgment Day, that he died, or fall asleep. I don't know what happened. He explained that he watched, something on the computer, right? And technically, he even, in his mind, he was like, "Oh, is this stuff real? Like, is this stuff a real place? Like, it's not a joke." And then one time he went to sleep, right? And his soul came out to his body, and then basically all he seen was a blue sky, right? And
Right.
basically, no clouds, just platinum blue, okay?
Just
And
plain
then-
old blue.
Yeah, and then he's just formed into some sort of a soul, and then and then he saw thousands of people around 1,000 miles, and over there he saw a huge chair, a huge white chair,
A throne.
a throne. Yeah, he saw Jesus too, and he saw a big portal that was opening, and that portal is where people are going to hell because they didn't believe or they didn't repent it. You know what I mean? And that's the sad part. So, but yeah, so as he walked in line, he listened to the judgments. You know, he listened to a woman who basically said how, you know, he's judging her because her friends received more likes, and she did not think about God anymore. She said, but Lord, I did so many things, you know what I mean? And then he's like, I'm not going to judge what you put on Facebook, but what I am going to judge on the likes you received. 300,000 people. I mean, not 300. What I'm talking about. Over 3,000 people liked her Facebook post, and her blood was on her hands, and their blood was on her hands. And he said, "Depart from me. I never knew you." That's horrible to say to someone, but it's God's kingdom. We have nothing to say anything about it. It's his rules.
And God is the final say. That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Regardless, Dice, what would the Bible do? We will look at what the Bible tells us, as it would set us free rather than living in ignorance and lies. Yep.
I mean, yeah, you got a point there.
Some members of the Flaming Vanguards are reading Bibles. We won't try to judge what they do behind the closed doors if they do read the Bibles. Yeah.
Here's a lesson. Here's a life lesson, though. In general, we all should not be judging each other.
Exactly.
Like, anyone will try to do that. Heck, the commentary morons do that. But they don't realize that we all should not be judging each other for every little act, for every action that we do. And we should not judge each other for what we are, what we do, what we say. The only one that judges us mostly is God, because God has the final say for our actions and deeds, and we are responsible for them. I'm responsible for my actions and deeds. And you know what? I have, anger issues. I got, sexual problems, but I'm owning up to the Lord for those actions that I do. And, I'm still, I'm still trying to, to resist, but even though resistance can be a little hard, but I'm doing as hard as I can. I'm going to keep trying as hard as I can. And you know what? I'm not going to give up. I will not give up.
True, because let me say something. So there is a difference between going out, preach the word of the gospel, and judging somebody. We're not God. We're not supposed to judge people what they do, but we should warn them. We should warn them that something is coming and they must repent. That's what God wants.
And the one day that's coming is obviously judgment.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll say the end of the world is happening, but here's the truth, right? The world ends when you die.
Yeah.
The world ends when you die. You see, some will say that, the world will end by, the sun colliding into another planet or whatnot. But I think, as my dad once told me, the world ends when you die for the most part. It's not, I don't really think the world is going to end, because of some Armageddon or whatever it is.
Wait, I'm going to say the Earth gonna die in 2014 because I told Dice about this. The cycle. Generation. That's true. Archangel.
Yeah. So generation to generation, people, automatically believe this to generation. So yeah, And yeah, unfortunately, some of these people are rather judgmental. Some are doing it for malicious purposes. We can't say they're outright bad, but to be honest, the majority of these people are worshiping Lucifer, and rather than loving Jesus, they're using it as the deception. Exactly.
Okay. Now, I will admit, Flame Vanguards, I may not like you, but you got a good point right there. You see, that's the problem here. See, these people, right, the ones that want to worship Lucifer, mainly Satan, right,
Yeah.
because they believe that if they make a deal with Satan, they're going to get all the good things coming to them. But you know what's going to happen, right? The truth is, Satan is going to deceive you. That's the thing. See, you may be taking the easy way out through Satan, but remember, Satan is a trickster, and he's going to he's doing this to play a trick on people, you know, to make them feel bad. And you see, that's Satan's plan. Satan's plan is to cause, you know,
Chaos.
well, you know,
Chaos,
yeah,
yes.
exactly. Not only to cause chaos, but to trick other people into falling for the hell trap. That's what it is, and the hell trap
right?
is Satan's trap.
The Doom game, called the Armageddon. It's a two-letter game, right? It's good for evil, right?
Right, it's Armageddon.
Yes,
That's
Armageddon.
true.
Doom. So I was watching a trailer, right? Doom Lantern is accepting Armageddon.
Right, I mean, like I said, you know, as I said before, like, remember, some people are going to fall, you know, for Satan's little tricks. They're going to fall for it, and then what's going to happen?
They turn to bad people, right?
And again, this is why we have to warn everybody about what Satan is going to do. Because remember, Satan victimizes people. He puts us all in danger. That's what Satan does. He puts people in danger, puts them in a bad position once they make a deal with him. That deal, the little...
I'll be back. I'm in my room. Post sec.
When you see the big red demon himself with a contract and you sign it, then that's obviously a red flag that you're going to get deceived. Because Satan deceives, tricks people, and obviously will hurt you.
I mean, well, it depends because we don't usually think the Earth is technically flat because, from my point of view, it's technically round. Because who else, you know, why do we have planets? Why do we have moons? Saturn, Mars, Jupiter, Neptune, Uranus, you know?
The whole Earth is flat thing, I mean, it's probably a scientist debate.
I mean, because
rather than a religion debate.
The Old Testament says it, though. The Greek people, ancient Greek people used to believe that same thing as well. But the reality is, it's round.
Right. I mean, whether the Earth is flat or the Earth is round, the reason why they say, you know, maybe they're saying the Earth is flat, probably because maybe the ground you're walking on or maybe the river and stuff like that. Yeah, the ground and all that stuff, it's flat. It's all flat.
Mm-hmm. Part of the reason why we're telling this to you is because the majority of corporations are using globe as a CGI to deceive everyone. People have a right to ignore it, and they have silenced the truth.
I mean, unless if you've been to outer space, I mean, I have not been on any outer space trip, so I don't really know for certain. I do know they make CGI animations out of the Earth. Yeah, they do that. That part you got right. They make CGI animations. Now, it's still debatable if the Earth really is flat or if it really is round. Like I said, scientists will have to debate, and even NASA themselves would have to, you know, figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
So, is the world really flat? I mean, well, it depends on what you believe.
Unless you allow us to suddenly we're here, we can't do anything about it. Because the topic isn't about like whether the Earth is flat or not. You know what I mean?
Right. This is not really that this is not really like Scientology or scientists. Like this is really not the right stream for that. Maybe another time we'll probably talk about stuff like this, but this is not Scientology.
Because even if you believe the earth is flat, and even if it isn't, you still believe in Jesus because Jesus tells us that we should follow him only. He's not going to come to change, the laws, but he's going to, add the last commandment of his laws. So,
right. And of course, there's the universal laws. Keep in mind.
I guess. But anyway, so let's keep in mind. So he said to me, okay, so the Son of Sword said to me, well, if I ever come back to Elysian Fields, I'll let you know. Because the Elysian Fields, I don't know about that. I've never been there. Well, we'll say this. Majority of people are deniability and worshiping Lucifer, claiming he's Jesus.
That part, this is where we call it Antichrist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, remember, if, let's say if you have Lucifer or Satan, claiming that they're Jesus, but, they're in disguise, pretending to be Jesus, right? So that would be the Antichrist. The Antichrist does that in some regard. Well, in a lot of regard, actually. Like, like the Antichrist, like Satan and Lucifer, the Antichrist is also a deceiver. That's another thing we must also be aware of, is that we also got to warn people about the Antichrist, Satan. We got to warn many people that, that we have that there are deceivers that walk around the earth. You may not see them, but it's spiritual.
Yeah, because Satan deceives everybody. Let's be honest here. So
that's true. Satan does deceive everybody.
The point is, Satan's plan is that he disguised as being a light. Let's be honest here. So this man right here, Son of Sodas, he believes in, Greek gods, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
Technically, you're deceiving yourself, because here is the thing. I even asked you, where did you met them? Like, how did you have a conversation with them? And he says, yes. Like, he even told me, yes, I've had experiences with the gods. They gave me guidance on how to be a better man and help me overcome obstacles.
That's lies. Just do it on a comment.
It's a long story, perhaps. I'll make a video on my story someday. Well,
yeah.
Let's go just open the Bible, shall we?
Yeah.
Open the Bible. Because I'm going to expose some stuff. So, this guy.
This up because, like I said, now I am aware, there is a spiritual warfare. Just keep in mind, everyone, this is a spiritual warfare.
Yeah.
Because Armageddon, let's just think about it.
Armageddon's coming soon.
Well, Armageddon pretty much already started anyway, because this is spiritual warfare for starters. If this is spiritual warfare, this is obviously Armageddon. So, and let's think about it. At this point, Armageddon has already come. It's already here. Armageddon is here.
Hey.
You know how? You know how Armageddon is here? Look at what's going on in the world right now. You got crazy people doing things that they're not supposed to be doing. You had a rapper that was selling shoes with satanic symbols, right? You and Archangel, you told me on a DM how Lil Nas X claimed he had sex with Satan, right?
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah, so this is how you know that Armageddon pretty much started. Armageddon started, and we need to do something about it. We we need to fight evil. That's why we need to warn everybody about the devil's plans.
Here's the thing, Master Jingo. We never know the Armageddon starts because here's the thing. World War I started. World War II started because the White Horsemen, right?
Right.
Came. Right now, modern days, right now, the Red Horse came because the warfare, right?
Mm-hmm.
The last, right now, we're living in the 7 seals.
My darn table's falling. All right,
7
go ahead.
seals. After they're gonna be 7 trumpets. The war gonna be blood. Fishes are dying. The nutrients blood, and after the forest, right? All the forests going to start burning.
Right.
After that, trumpets. After that, one false person comes in. After that, people will get sick. After they will get the cold their chest, right?
Right there. So wait, go back to that one. Go back to the other comment. Yeah, right there. All right. The symbolism. Yeah, we need to pay attention to that because the symbolisms that we're seeing before us, this is already signs that Armageddon has not only come, but evil is trying to take us away. That's what's happening here in this situation.
So I'm going to show you something, Jose.
Yeah, and remember the symbolism. This is what God is warning everybody. This is what God is warning everybody. God is warning everybody of the symbolism. Jesus Christ is also warning people about the symbolism. And the symbolism that we see, the satanic symbols, like, the pentagrams and the rituals. Well, I mean, the rituals count. And the upside down cross, because that's a symbol of the Antichrist. Even the number 666, because that's the number of the devil.
Mm-hmm. Even though the letter 6 is basically the number of humans, because in the 6th day, God created man.
Right.
But the 666 version, however, is actually the devil's number. However, the letter 6 is also the human's number, since they're created in the 6th day.
Right. And again, I mean, and yeah, this is a Freemason discussion because after all, this is religion and spiritual warfare we're talking about here. And again,
exactly. So, like, honestly.
Oh, great. Did something happen to my internet?
No, you're okay.
Okay, so in case if I cut out or anything, I'm sorry. So let me just get to what I'm explaining to. Now, yes, this is obviously a Freemason discussion, but remember, this also involves religion because, again, this is a spiritual warfare, and this is also Armageddon, and we got to be aware of that. And God is telling us, that we need to warn other people about what's about to come. Because other people, right, they're going to mindlessly sell themselves to Satan, and there's some people, I mean, there's like many people that have done that. They sold their souls to Satan. You got Little Nas X. And have you guys heard about the tale of Faust? Because Faust made a deal with the devil.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, if you've listened, to the tales of people making a deal with the devil. And then there's also a cursed Bible. Did you know that there's a cursed Bible called Satan's Bible?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to be aware of that too. We got to, because that Bible, that's cursed. It's a cursed book. And no one should ever have that book in their possession, ever. Because that book contains many evil things, and we also have to be aware of that.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. What about the 66,600 miles per hour that's been used in science? That also contributes free mathematics. Yeah.
I'm a little bit. That seems interesting. We'll have to look into that one.
Yeah.
I assume maybe this is probably a. Yeah, I'm a little confused on that. You'll have to help with that one.
Yeah,
You'll have to help
because
us with that
anyway,
one.
so like I said, so the son of Sadas, believes in Greek gods. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, so let's go read the Bible verse. So it says in 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14 to 15 says, and no wonder, for even Satan disguised himself as an angel of light. So it has no surprise if his servants also disguise themselves as servants of righteousness. Their end will correspond to their deeds. Yep.
The one thing is going to say. So I was telling Mr. Jingle. So we're living in the end times because my grandmother knows it. Because what Biden, Trump, the protest that's a sign of Armageddon is coming, right? Guys. So I'm going to show you the seven trumpets, 7 seals, and the 7 bowls. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Wait, before you send this, so he told me, every time I have a conversation with a passionate Christian such as yourself, they always try to claim it's not my Bible or these are not my beliefs. Listen, they are my beliefs, but this Bible, I did not write the Bible, I did not write the Bible. Okay, that's first of all. They often try to claim their own beliefs are not their own beliefs, but something higher. But the reality is, these are indeed just their beliefs. Yes, it's indeed your Bible. It's the book that you and others inherent to your religion believe in. The Bible is valued by Christians as their holy text, but it's not valued by those who don't believe in said religion. It honestly feels like you guys can comprehend the very fact that some people just don't believe in the Bible. I can't understand that.
Well, I mean, then again, I mean, okay, if let's say some of these people are atheists, then they obviously won't believe in the Bible, right?
Right.
And if you're a Satanist, then obviously you won't believe in the Holy Bible. I mean, they'll believe in Satan's Bible, but they're not going to believe in the Holy Bible.
Yeah, because some Satanists claim they're atheists, but
Well, okay, I mean, well, Satanists, I mean, they can be atheists, but then again, though, let's just say they're people that despise God and love Satan, right?
So,
they're people that do that.
Archangel, so I want to show you something.
But you see, this cult, right? The satanic cult that, we're all seeing, right? And what we're being warned of, right? Again, we're being warned of an evil cult. That's what God is warning us. Okay. Many of the Bibles are being omitted by the malicious individuals that would edit things to silence the truth. The original book and writing would be lost forever.
Malaga Satanists. Yeah.
So again, let me just, peel out a reminder to everybody here. So, as we said before, like what we're dealing with, and like I said, since this is spiritual warfare, this is pretty much Armageddon. We're already in Armageddon at this point. God is also warning us about evil cults.
Yeah.
Because now, yes, it is a sin to join an evil cult. Don't get me wrong on that. I learned that one from Judah. Lion of Judah.
Because here's the thing. You know what's so funny? Some atheists claim that worshiping Jesus is a cult.
Right. So don't
really?
forget. Well, then again, though, look, you got your good cults and you got your bad cults, right?
Right.
Now, worshiping Jesus, that's a good cult. It's good.
Yeah.
Because
and God or the Holy Spirit. Now, you're not doing any, crazy rituals or anything. All you're doing is you're praying, you're doing good deeds for people, you're doing the good.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing the good for yourself and you're doing good for others, and you're also doing good for the Lord. Right? The bad cult, on the other hand, with Satan, like, it's like, oh, because Satan is telling you, like, make a deal with me, sell your soul to me, and I'll do this for you, blah, 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 right?
Mm-hmm.
Turn
And you got people-
people to werewolves. That's true thing in the history. I found out.
Like, that really happened?
Yeah, true thing. People. So this family, right, in Romania.
Right, and
So-
also, we should remember, hold on, this table's being a flippin'...
Wait, hold a sec. I'm gonna search it on Google. Hold a sec. Romania.
Because here is the thing, like when we're talking about this, like there's a difference between a cult and believing in Jesus. Like here's the thing. If you listen to Jesus' words, Jesus says, before Abraham I am, which means he's God in flesh. We cannot
Exactly.
deny by that.
in the
He's
flesh.
100% God and 100% man.
So I found this Wikipedia thing. So this name of a werewolf, right? So
Yeah.
called Purchase-Lita. Wait, I'm gonna share screen. I'm gonna show it. I'm telling about truth thing. Hold a sec. Okay. Hold a sec. Okay, right here. So Archangel, can check.
All right. So let's go read this. The Percolaci pronounced, I believe it's in Romanian. Same from the plural, is a werewolf vampire fusion from in the Romanian folklore. I mean, vampire is technically a folklore for Slavic people rather than Romanian, but that's
But let's see here. A werewolf and a vampire hybrid, huh?
similar to Vacular.
Wait. So
Although the letter sometimes symbolizes a goblin, whereas the Perlochi always has wolf-like characteristics. Mhm.
So, okay, here we go. Flaming Vanguards of YouTube says in the chat, recently we found out that the Zionism isn't always the purest in what they do in practice. The corruption is what led them to do. Well, then again, though, let's admit it, like, if you're in Satan's cult, you're already corrupt. Like,
Yeah.
you're considered
Yo.
corrupt.
So this Romania, right? So it says that this wolf dies, right? And this evil spirit took the wolf body, this god animals, right?
Yeah.
Transformed to a werewolf. At that, if a person got possessed, this is a true thing. This guy biting his self biting. And in Romania, I heard this history about it, and I saw the newspaper on it. So this guy, right, got possessed by a wolf, right?
Yeah. So
And started biting himself, biting.
yeah. Okay. So
Okay,
it's
let's
not
look at this
a
one.
superior archangel. What in this modern age we have vampires, but not the old vampires?
Actually, this is true because remember, there's also blood cults that go around. Keep in mind, there's also blood cults.
Oh yeah, Norse.
you know,
Norse.
You got, right there. So yes, modern vampires do exist, and we also have to be aware of that too, because vampire cults, that's also part of the devil.
And werewolf too. Werewolf too.
That's right, because werewolves are
cults.
classified as demons.
So-
Animals are demons.
So he here's the thing. So werewolf are real in medieval, and so in French, right? They come to Louisiana, so they bring this prisoner possessed by a wolf spirit.
We also
And they-
must remember as well, like spirits, like for example, you got like werewolves, witches, all that stuff. Remember, those are part of the devil.
So I have this Wikipedia another tab, right? And so it says Uruguru. So the Uruguru is a legendary creature of the Leonardian French communities linked to traditional thing. I'm gonna say so this Uruguru, right? If this Catholic people, right, being mad that don't repent, they turn into a werewolf.
Moral yes. So technically, werewolf does exist because now we have these so-called cults, which are called known as furries.
I mean, yeah, you got a point. Honestly, I honestly don't like furries.
Because
Not good people. Well, let's just also admit though, like you got furries that will commit bestiality, and remember, bestiality is a sin.
yeah, they say, oh, we don't claim that we have sex with animals, but dude, this dude on Discord sent me a picture of basically a drawn picture on how a human furry has sex with an animal, which is sick. Which is
Okay, so I have a fandom, right? This we use.
Yeah.
So he hears the legend or the folklore or the real thing. So wait, hold a sec. Right here. Okay, look. Wait, hold a sec. Okay, the Rule Guru. It's the name by which within North American.
all right. Mythology of wait, can you just zoom in a little bit?
Okay, zoom in.
Oh, look at this.
Adrenochrome is a
That's
certain
Adrenochrome.
chemical the body creates when someone experiences fear. Yeah. All right.
Wait, that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Regaragu is a name which within the North American folklore, the same type of werewolf that is called that in the mythology of certain French communities is known as loup guru. It's
Local
based
Guru.
loup guru. Yeah, loup guru. Yeah, that's in French. A name composed of loup, which means wolf, and gru, because I study French, of course, a word that expresses the idea of a man transforming into an animal. Wu and Wu thus generate the same creature. However, in the North American folklore, the myth acquired slight peculiarities, so it is better to speak of Wu to avoid confusion. Although in practice they continue to be used both names interchangeably regarding its appearance, the Ruru looks like a being with the body of man and the head of a wolf. They say that the roams and the wards and the field looking for its prey in the dark night, that its eyes are red and bloodshot. That
Commander, could you mute your mic? I can't even hear.
Okay, hold on a sec. I'm gonna mute myself.
that
Alright,
it can
continue.
that it can run on its feet, although it lends to prowl, stalking on all fours, stopping and sniffing left and right in a predatory attitude, and above
Right there. So this
They-
proves that these
Yeah.
monsters, these are obviously not only cannibals, but remember, these are predators, and we're all the prey.
Another thing, I'm gonna say this. So I was watching I was watching this video on YouTube, right? And I didn't say on Dice because maybe he's not gonna watch it. So on YouTube it shows that in Michigan they have this problem of a werewolf, right? The churches are scared about this beast. So this beast says this to a preach on Babylon. True fact.
in
the guy-
Babylon.
Yeah, a dog man. He called it some the dog man from punishment from God, right?
Yeah,
He so the story so this Testament I forgot the name. So this guy documents this stuff, right?
yeah.
So it says that this dog creature like human digging a grave finding bones to eat. After you turn around a human, right?
Yeah.
And he starts speaking in Arabic.
All right. So, by the way, I got a shocking report for you guys.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
So it looks like Josh Dugar got arrested for child porn and is facing up to 20 years in prison if convicted.
Wow.
And this was the star of 19 Kids and Counting.
So we're Wait, I'm gonna show it. Hold a sec.
Really?
Now this here, now from this report, we can all see that what this Josh Dugar guy committed is a sexual sin.
Yeah.
I know. Maybe he got possessed by a with the ghost girl.
If you're talking about if he's possessed by an evil spirit or something, I mean,
Yeah. He's possessed because
potentially a possibility.
Because I saw about this exorcist and that stuff, and ghoul, right? Exorcists, priest, this begone the demons, right? And I found out a video, right? Ghost Avengers. So while I started watching that, this guy, right? No, this female got dropped down by a supernatural being.
Serbian. We basically just call it a Basia Glava, which is basically just dog heads.
In Serbian.
Yeah, Basia Glava.
Right. So you may be since we know from this report that this guy is getting arrested for a sin he committed, you all may be asking me, will the sin be forgiven? And yes, this sin can be forgiven. Here's how, right? You got to see, even though, yes, you got arrested, because you did something that's considered pedophilia, and, if you're doing something that's like sexism or whatever it is, right? Sins like that can be forgiven by the Lord. Remember, sins like that can be forgiven by the Lord. And yes, you can change out of that. If you show your remorse, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm getting to, right? If you show your remorse for your crimes and you surrender your life to the Lord, then, as you know, you'll know right away that your sin has been forgiven.
Yeah. So
it's actually Soglav, which is a literal translation to doghead.
So
okay.
So I'm going to show you a video.
For years, so that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or share screen on the video. I'm going to show you the last one. I'm going to show you.
Right, and I'm also going to make another point here. So,
Soglav is like Triglav. It sounds similar.
Postglove.
Same.
Oh, that's a new
and
word.
we also should remember, though, like I said. All right, we'll get to this first.
Okay, so this video is real. 2 testimonies saw this creature in a forest eating narwhals. There's a pack and another pack, right? So listen to this. Listen.
Destination America. And look at that. For wildlife. Now, what do you suppose will be on the other side of that?
See, I told you. Demons.
Right there.
See?
The Beast of Bray Road. And look at that. This beast literally can hunt other animals. So it looks like everyone and everything is the prey to this beast. The beasts like that is what God is warning us about. Beasts like that is what God really is warning us about. Commander, can you mute yourself? I can't even pay attention to that. That's a little distracting.
Okay.
Thank you. Just Continue playing. So look at that. And also, I realize the audio is not even shared.
Because the mic go through the sound. Yeah.
We can't hear. I mean, well, we can't hear the YouTube audio. That's the
Oh
problem.
wait, hold a sec.
I think you have to fully share the window. No, not the window. The entire screen, then share audio.
Oh, okay. Hold a sec. Archangel. So I'm gonna try again to put in the sound on. Okay. So
All right. Well, as for me, I'm about to take off. So
okay. So wait.
I'll see you
so-
guys around.
So okay.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, so yeah, that's crazy.
He see right here. Do you see that face? That's not a wolf. Do you see that, Archangel? Do you see this? Look.
Oh, can you hear it? We cannot hear it.
Oh wait. I'm gonna we're sharing. Wait,
We
hold on.
can't hear the volume.
Maybe I can't send a link yours. So okay, I'm gonna send a link to yours. Okay, check your private chat.
Con Clorox, todo está bajo control con tu basura.
Oh my gosh.
So share screen. So I'm gonna show another one. So that's not a video done. So I'm gonna show another one. Okay.
All right, let me just share the screen. All right, and we are ready.
For a state with over 1 million milking cows, there's no love for a predator like the wolf. Since the 1800s, it's been open warfare. By the 1960s, the wolf was officially exterminated from Wisconsin. Some wonder if a few managed to live on and not only survive, but transform. Like insects or rodents that defy extermination, only to come back stronger.
It might be some kind of natural wolf-wolf hybrid that has adapted to run or walk on its hind legs when it suits its purposes for some reason.
Wow.
Whatever the cause, by the 1980s, Wisconsin was in the midst of a flurry of reports about
People these days, right?
wolf.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
That put Steve Kruger on the front lines of the hunting zone. After college, he got a job working sanitation, clearing Wisconsin roads of deer and roadkill.
I spent a lot of time in the woods and seen a lot of crazy things. This beats all of it by a long shot. Back in 2006, I was contracted to pick up dead deer carcasses along the roadways throughout the state. There was no precipitation. It was just a really nice, cool evening. I was driving and I came across a small deer carcass. It was a small 80-pound doe. So I threw down the tailgate, picked up the deer and tossed it into the back on top of the ATV ramp. I popped back into my cab, got the clipboard out and started filling out the paperwork.
What had been a quiet night was about to receive a jolt.
Pause the video. Pause the video. That's why people need to look their back. Because why? We never know if the port's open. Be it monster, werewolves, or what, right, Dice? No,
Yeah.
or Angel. Yeah, yes. Here's the thing. I know a lot of stories about history, about all that creepy stuff, right? Yeah. Okay, unpause the video.
Yeah, hold on.
The wind. So I ignored it the first time, started filling out the paperwork again.
When the truck rocked again, it couldn't be ignored.
Really felt like something heavy got into the back end of the truck.
What the heck?
That's where I saw the creature.
He's eating the prey.
It was about 7 feet tall, looked like basically a large wolf head on top of a bear's body. This was not a bear.
Then it made a move toward the front of the truck.
Scared the dickens out of me. I became panicked and I realized I just needed to get out of there. And it came down to a choice of fight or flight, and I chose the flight.
That's crazy.
See, I told you. Oh, so that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So I found this on another thing. So the Romanian. So I found this video, right?
Yeah.
On YouTube. So I posted your private chat. Don't click the third one. Click the last one, right? Right here.
Mm-hmm.
So click the video. This girl gonna this guy or a girl gonna show you what his purpose Jolie is, right?
Right. All right. Let's just watch this.
This guy or girl gonna tell about it.
Have you ever asked yourself what's the difference between a lichen and a werewolf? Did you know there was a third type of werewolf called Pricolici? In this video, I'll explain the difference between all three of them. A Pricolici is a werewolf-vampire fusion according to Romanian folklore. With wolf-like characteristics, Pricolici, similar to Strigoi, are undead souls that have risen from the grave to harm living people. A Pricolici always resembles a wolf. Malicious, violent men are often said to become Pricolici after death, in order to continue harming other humans. Romanian folklore describes a Pricolici as a werewolf in life, and after they die, they return as vampires. This also gives rise to the legend of vampires that can turn into animals such as wolves, dogs, or owls and bats. Many people living in rural areas of Romania have claimed to have been viciously attacked by abnormally large and fierce wolves. Apparently, these wolves attack silently, unexpectedly, and only solitary targets. Victims of such attacks often claim that their aggressor wasn't an ordinary wolf, but a Pricolici who has come back to life to continue wreaking havoc. According to the werewolf legends of Romania, these mythological creatures appear on Christmas, New Year's, Easter, and Pentecost. Also, the legends tell of children conceived on Christmas Eve or Easter Eve or born on Easter who eventually become werewolves. It so happens due to their parents' transgressions of religion's canons or their curse. All these creatures, the cursed wolfman, the blood-sucking vampires, and the shape-shifting Morori, gather at once on the night of the wolf to restore the orderliness of life on Earth and remain protected during the night of the wolf. People hang garlic on doors. Werewolves hold a more special place in Romanian folklore. As restless spirits of violent men, the Romanian werewolves are still prevalent in the folk imagination. Peasants still hold apotropaic rituals to ward off these.
I mean, they're demons, so it makes sense.
Yo, so
Demons.
So this wolf, right, goes through people's body, transform into a werewolf, right?
Yeah.
After that, this guy dies. The wolf spirit comes out, legion not person. It's a true thing.
Yeah. All right. Let's go with this again.
Mythical creatures. These are undead monsters that take the form of wolves. Romania has long had the largest wild wolf population in Europe, so it's not hard to imagine why the Pricolici is a mythical monster that has lasted through the ages. Now, let me explain the difference between a lichen and a werewolf. In a werewolf, the transformation to wolf takes place on a full moon day, and they cannot restrict the transformation. In a lichen, the transformation to wolf can take place at any place and any time. Werewolves, which have their origin in English folklore, are human beings that have been changed into humanoid wolves, whereas lichens are humanoid wolves naturally. Unlike the werewolf, lichens are said to be smarter. When compared to a werewolf, a lichen is a bit more muscular. To kill a lichen, one should have to sever the spine from its body. They cannot be killed using silver. On the other hand, a werewolf can be killed with silver objects piercing them in the head or the heart. The reason why I chose to do a video on what's the difference between a lichen and a werewolf and a lichen and a Pricolici is because, for one, I had no idea Pricolici even existed. But when I saw that a Pricolici was a vampire werewolf fusion, I thought, wow, I need to read up on this. So I started researching Wikipedia, YouTube, and just other links on Google. And there wasn't really much information about Pricolici. All I could think of was the lichen from Underworld and how he was bit by a werewolf and bit by a vampire. And then he turned into their...
That's scary, to be honest, because I don't even know if these types of creatures
They're
exist.
real.
Yeah.
Promise. The Crusader, that time, in the Crusader medieval, they fought this creature too. Promise. He fought this creature in the forest.
Understood.
You know Crusader Trevor, right?
I think so.
Maybe they fought this creature a lot of times. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll pause the video. You need to see this more information about it.
Version of a hybrid. But when you look more at the definition of Pricolici, the Pricolici is an undead spirit that possessed a malicious man or woman. What piqued my interest more, they were saying that it's not true, Pricolicis aren't real. The Romanian people believe that it is real. And that's when I did a little bit more research. And I remembered that Ed and Lorraine did an exorcism on a man who showed werewolf-like characteristics. He was bloodthirsty. He bit people. He ran on all fours. He was able to overpower people way bigger than him and multiple men.
See, I told you.
I said he did not physically change on the full moon. And it was not from a bite that caused him to adapt these wolf-like tendencies. Ed and Lorraine believed that he was possessed by an evil wolf spirit. And if Ed and Lorraine believe that, then I believe it.
Yep. Aliens or demons too.
So you remember guys I told you about that? That's true.
Yeah.
See?
They're basically the real life Ghostbusters of the world. If I was to give my opinion, I think Bill Ramsey was possessed by a Pricolici. And I say that because Ed and Lorraine felt he was possessed by an evil wolf spirit. And this case is very unique because I've never heard of any other possession that gave the victim werewolf-like characteristics. This is the only one I ever heard of. But I think Pricolici is a very unique creature. I don't know how powerful he is compared to, like, if a Pricolici fought a lichen, I would not know who would win that, but that'd be very interesting. Let me know.
Okay, that's creepy. Okay, so
quality writing.
Yeah.
See?
That's insane. That's really insane. I did not expect that, I swear. But anyway, let's go back to the son of Sardis, who claims, "Ooh, there's such thing as Greek gods." Ooh.
I found out that Greek mythologies are aliens and demons, people dressed up, right?
Yeah, because here's the thing: Greek mythology doesn't exist. Let's be honest. It's
Yeah.
what Greeks believe. Okay,
Mhm.
they believe in it. That's because they used to tell stories. That's history, dude. But the truth is that when we talk when it comes to the Bible clearly says in 2 Corinthians 11, verse 14 to 15 says, "And no wonder if Satan disguised himself as an angel of light," so a being of light. And it's no wonder if his servants disguise themselves as a spirit of light either.
Or
So,
wolves.
or anything. So
Yeah, because here's the thing. The guy said the video that creature can possess.
yeah. So yeah, I'm about to share my. I'm about to screen share the Son of Sothis. And recently, I watched some of his videos. His videos are creepy. So this is his intro. All right, let's see what he's gonna do. Something freaky.
Yeah, you to show them the bird, the owl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, or maybe his god is falling asleep. Ooh, let's just watch this video.
Or really?
Idolatry, idolatry. Oh my
Burn
gosh.
that crap down there. Burn it.
Their false gods they admire. The magic you misguide, in the dark corruption you hide.
That sounds really. I gotta be honest here.
That sound look like a old guy speaking in a phone.
Yeah. Like
That's
honestly, where have you been, bro? Have you been in the hallway or something? Or maybe in fact, your God has to tell you, hey, come over here and I will show you. And then you will come in the hallway, say, wait up, I will come over here, my master.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
all right, let's go.
When the darkness resides.
Is that Athena or is that Artemis? I cannot know who that statue is.
That looks like a male.
The dark where ignorance thrives in the night.
Oh, pause that. Why?
Illuminati. Worshipping the Illuminati. Like, what is wrong with you?
Wait, here's the thing. The money, right? You turn back, you're gonna see that. Right? The government is corrupting. And the president too. Because why? The money. You look behind the money, you're gonna see that symbol.
Yeah. We all know that.
At a time when we need a beacon of light.
I can recently just see his mask above.
I see it's that. Oh wait, pause that.
Yep, we forgot to mention about this.
So wait, pause. So this right here, right?
Yeah,
our government.
We talked about this. We talked about this on Discord, right?
So yeah, so this they pray for the owl god, right? So they throw a baby in there. The government.
Yeah. So I hear that. So what's this place called again?
So it's in California because a lot of forest, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it says that this owl protects the forest. I don't think that's not true. Because why? The government is in there. We never know Obama will go there, or Trump, or Joe Biden go there.
Because here is the thing. Yeah, you told me that this place is located in California, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're telling me that this place is basically throwing children in there, right?
Yes, true.
So that means, dude, you're possessed 100% by the demons, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, dude. I thought you believe in something else. Like,
Oh.
but dude, since you don't just believe only in Greek mythology, you believe in others as well. You believe in this stuff right here, which kills a lot. Which this ritual kills a lot of children.
That's what werewolves are here. Chupacabras, vampires. Is why that's the gate.
Yeah.
Bring Bigfoot. That's what people scare of Bigfoot in the forest.
Yeah.
Bigfoot look at a huge monkey or possessed. There's a shapeshifter, right?
He even have a book full of religions, bruh.
Bruh, really? I'm gonna knock it down. I'm gonna be like Crusader time. Take everything down and burn it.
Romulan were corruption and conspiracy.
What the heck?
Why?
Bruh.
Dark and sinister ties.
You know what this guy reminds me of? Of some kind of cartoon character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's his name again? Hold on, I forgot.
Wait. From Smurf, the guy, the hag.
I think so. I'm not sure.
Smurf, the cat. I forgot the cat name. Forgot the name is.
Yeah.
It came from Smurf. I know already.
Yeah, let me just research. Azrael, yeah, Azrael.
Mm-hmm.
Azrael the cat.
Yeah.
Believe themselves to be enlightened and wise, but their corruption and lies.
Oh, that's Katy Perry right there. You see that Egyptian symbol right there?
That's an Illuminati. I know.
It's not Illuminati. That's just basically an Egyptian symbol. But yeah, you could basically just see Katy. You see in the Katy Perry's like music video. I forgot what's the name of the music video, but
People these days, right?
yeah,
Maybe their families don't know what he's doing right now.
yeah.
What the heck?
Dude, he's also wait. Let me just see what he's doing. What the heck? Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
You need to repent. I'm gonna burn that paper down. I'm gonna burn it down.
He's also worshiping one of those statues.
Burn that statue down as a flaming burn from a phoenix. Burn
Yeah,
that.
statue of Baphomet. Oh my gosh, dude. Because this statue is basically commissioned by the Satanic Temple as basically a Baphomet with a winged goat-headed humanoid symbol of Satanism. Like, dude, what is this? Bruh.
Bruh, I'm gonna break that statue down. Bring RPG. Boom. Done.
And I could literally just see there are crusaders basically using the statue. How sad.
Maybe they're different crusaders, the black ones.
Yeah.
Covered in corruption and scandal up to your nose. The lies I seek to expose.
What the heck?
Shine the light of truth against those who speak from a serpent's tooth, against those who proclaim the speak from.
Yes, Lucifer. What?
What? I'm gonna go back to the time to slap that person across the face.
Okay, so yeah, General Albert Pike. So this dude also worships Lucifer. Let's keep in mind.
They're messed up. Blame them. Blame them. They bring the werewolf here. Blame them. Not us. Blame them. That's true. Archangel.
That's really creepy.
Maybe they drink a freaking wolf blood. Maybe they're transforming into a mortal werewolf, right?
True, because like it depends on what you believe. Like, but this dude does not believe only in his Greek religion. he also believes in this whole satanic stuff. Like, dude,
Bruh. Then maybe he's doing some Ouija board stuff or Church Charlie thing.
maybe.
I did Church Charlie thing because like that. Throw that paper away. Just eat that. Not here.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. Honestly.
To reveal the truth you seek to hide, the truth you so despise. Cunning people like spies, many have bought your filthy lies.
Use like alien. That's wait. Go
The
back.
lizard?
Yeah. Wait, pause. That's what the money sign shows behind the dollar, right?
Yeah.
It shows that. That's a confirmed because America is corrupted, right?
Yeah.
That's what
America's corrupted by these alienistic, devilish, demonic stuff.
Here's the name. In Brazil, they don't have that sign. They don't.
Yeah.
They use Jesus statue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it says not to make idolatry, but yes. At least I rather worship, Jesus, even though it says do not make any graven image. I rather worship him in the picture than anyone else, because this is nasty.
Yeah, very nasty. I won't do it. That person has to up.
And there we go, naughty again.
Many have bought your filthy lies.
Your filthy lies, dude. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it says the truth. When the sun sets you free, the truth will set you free. Even so, like, honestly, you need to like. I bet he already read the Bible, but whatever. You know what I mean?
People these days, that guy has gonna be possessed by another guest. I'll say the new coming, right?
Yeah.
This will leave and brings a cursed house, and then after the person will get possessed. Any creature, maybe a werewolf, maybe a vampire. We know. We never know.
Yeah.
Or a surgery. Surgery is a dog.
Okay, so he used Virgin Mary's pictures, I guess. Icons. Like, dude, you don't basically just worship these stuff and basically be Satanist or basically just worshiping, Greek gods. This is what I mean. Like, you don't do these types of stuff, man.
Do it these days.
Behind your lie, you cannot hide. The truth you all.
Semiramis Nimrod. He called Jesus Nimrod. Bruh.
What?
He just put.
That guy's messed up on a video.
What the heck? This dude has so many idols, bro.
That's cursed. Maybe it's he here's the thing. What if I'm in there taking
this dude is 100% deceived by Satan. Oh shoot.
Or witchery. That guy need to be in a trail, burned up into pieces. What candle?
I can see Athena and Anubis right here.
Dog.
He has Anubis, bro.
Bro.
He even had the Pharaoh and Athena as well.
Your lies will be exposed at your dismay.
The two Babylons.
Bruh.
Lies you have nothing to gain, or you sold your soul for fortune.
What the heck? Wait, go back.
One world religion.
That's a new order. Oh my god.
No, that's not the new order. That's basically just said.
Wait. One
One
world
world.
religion means that in the Bible it says a new order.
Mm-hmm.
The new world, right? It's one, right? One religion, right? It means transfer to the new order.
Ah, there we go. So let me just read the Bible verse here. It says in Revelation chapter 17, verse 1 to 18 says, Then one of the seven angels who had the seven bowls came and said to me, Come, I will show you the judgment of the great prostitute who is seated on many waters, with whom the kings of the earth has committed sexual immorality, and with this wine of whose sexual immorality the dwellers on the earth have become drunk. And he carried me away in the spirit to the wilderness. And I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast that was full of blasphemous names, and it had seven heads and 10 horns. The woman was arrayed in the purple and the scarlet, and adorned with gold and jewels and pearls, holding on her hand a cup of full of abominations and impurities of her sexual immorality. And on her forehead was written a name of mystery, Babylon the Great, mother of prostitutes and earth's abominations. So you see, this dude, I suggest you don't do this stuff. I suggest
or you're gonna get cursed by God after they turn into a monster, right?
Yeah, because I don't want you to be possessed
by a potentially, right?
Yeah.
Sold your soul for fortune and fame. You believe you came to a logical conclusion, but are full of nothing but delusion.
Delusion. Says the dude that worship these statues. Come on, bro.
True fact.
Like you're calling us people that we worship, the people that are worshiping God only, are in delusion, dude.
Look is reading right now.
Signs and Symbols source book.
But are full of nothing but delusion. Conclusion. But are full of nothing but delusion. You believe you came to a logical conclusion, but are full of nothing but delusion.
Great. I mean, that rhymes, but still, dude.
Your lies I do not buy. Lying is acted like spies. Your conspiracy cut down and size. Now witness the turning of the tide. Your lies shall lead to your demise. Lies seek to legitimize.
Okay, Boomer.
Boomer voice. Boomer alert.
Okay, Boomer. Like, dude, I find it really funny you want to say that we're in delusion, that we're nothing but lies, but
wait. Maybe his girlfriend maybe his girlfriend got divorced.
That's funny. I mean, we don't know his life, but let's be honest.
Our very liberties you seek to seize. You tell us not to be deceived. And yet by Mars.
Don't do it.
Exactly what you
Don't do it. You pull that, go to your house.
Of the nonsense, the twist, the humanized.
The New World Order?
Our faith, you like to demonize.
Okay. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna burn this guy's house. Burn down. What the heck this dude's doing?
And your conspiracies are false and heaven knows this. And your theories are an embarrassment.
InfoWars.
Your conspiracies are false and heaven knows this. For I am son of Sothis.
So Christianity gonna burn this dude down.
Truth is shy, for the end is nigh. For your filthy lies.
Okay, Boomer. Okay,
Boomer.
So if it's a filthy lies. Okay, so let's go see. Okay, man saw a Judgment Day. Okay.
I saw that one.
Yeah, so we all knew this guy seen it. So let's go see if this full of lies. So
1, 2,
I heard that.
freaking ads, bro. Freaking ads. I hate ads. Can you imagine? Like, let's go watch it.
October 2nd, the most traumatizing and awakening day of my life.
An outer body experience.
Me and Rob will be married 3 years in this October. And in those 3 years, God has really been growing him. And the way he has been dealing with him has been very peculiar. I mean, what brings to him, you only know that it's from God because he thinks of you. I mean, and he backs it up with his words. So the dream that you are about to hear is really a testimony from God. And I suggest when you watch this, you not only feel that it's entertaining, but you evaluate yourself.
Wait, guys, I'm well.
You
Okay,
make sure
just
your house is in order when God comes. Because you know it.
If you want, you could just mute yourself because I can just hear everything in the background. You. All right.
Man knows the day or the hour, because I had to do the same thing.
I remember it was on a Thursday. Matter of fact, let's take it back. Wednesday night, I found myself looking at these different YouTube clips and watching different out-of-body experiences and different things that, they used to scare me. And I would watch it and it would blow me away. It would catch my attention. And it used to scare me so bad. I would wonder, my mind used to go in place like, God, is this stuff real? I couldn't understand it because I've never been to that place. So I found myself praying. I remember walking outside of my apartment and I was walking back and forth, my eyes closed, and just started praying. And I asked God, I said, Lord, if you give me an out-of-body experience, I vowed to share your word and to tell the people what I saw. Not expecting that God was going to respond back to it because I was just praying out. I was just praying, not actually looking for a response. And after that night, the next morning, that Thursday, October the 2nd, I had a dream. And my spirit left my body. It was like I was in my apartment and my spirit got pulled out of my body. And I would go in these different trances, bright color lights. It was white, like the best way I can explain it would be shoo, 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 all the different flashing lights. And I appeared before a blue sky with no clouds. It was like a blue place, no land, no trees, no grass, no water, nothing. There was nothing there but a blue atmosphere. And I would see this atmosphere goes millions of miles upon millions of miles where nothing existed. It was like nothing was hidden. Everything was revealed. Everything was before your eyes. You could see it. And we was in this clear kind of body form, some form of light, as you would refer to a soul or a spirit, and I could see through. It was so transparent, and in front of me was thousands among thousands, similar to what I was, and thousands among thousands behind me, and I knew that it was some form of a soul, and in the middle of my chest were seeds, multiple seeds. I didn't know what they were for. And I realized that I was the only being that could actually move out of my place and look and observe, smell, taste, feel. All my senses were active at this point. And so, I began to look around and to observe the things that I saw, not knowing that this was a dream. I thought this was reality. I thought this was actually happening, and I looked forward, and there was this great shadow way in front of me, way at the end of the line. It was like 1,000 people in front of me, and there was a shadow, a great big shadow, but it had no detail. It was like as a vapor, and I could see that it was a shadow of something that was in the front. And I had many questions at this point in this dream, and out of nowhere, I heard these words: "Depart from me." And this galaxy, this portal, I don't know what to call it, on the right side of God, or Jesus Christ, whoever you decide to identify that spot of judgment, on the right side of him, there was this big portal that opened up, and there will be stones of fire. And normally when you get a lighter and you put it on, try to spark a flame, but instead of fire, it was stones, and they will leak out of this portal. And whoever that guy said, "Depart from me," flew down this place. And the stones were so hot that it would burn everybody outside of that portal. On the left side of our body or our form, it would burn us. And everybody would be like, "Ooh," like as if it was so cold or so hot, you would tell somebody to close that door. It's too cold. That's how hot it was. And the portal closed. And then he sent them so fast that the screams were late. I would hear, "Ah!" Like, it was like, "Depart from me." And it closed up. Then the screams come, "Ah!" And it terrified me. And then out of nowhere, something snatched us up. Like we moved up the line. And I began to think, I didn't understand where we were. I'm like, oh my God, maybe this is judgment. Yeah, I had many questions, and I would hear, "Depart from me, depart from me, depart from me," and all these different people will be sent to hell. And the part that scared me the most was the people that were getting judged. You could hear when God was talking to them, and you could hear everything they got judged from. So if somebody went to hell for something that you struggled with in your life, you know where you were going. And so I'm just seeing people go, sit there, and I'm seeing the flame, and it's just constantly burning everybody outside that haven't been judged yet. And I could hear some of the people talking to God, and I remember there was a woman, blonde hair, and God was talking to her. He said, "I'm not judging you for what you put on Facebook, but I'm judging you on how everybody else received it." 300,000 people were led astray by one of her Facebook posts. And he said their blood was on her hands. And I don't know, he said, "Depart from me." And I'm talking about, I couldn't express how powerful his words were. It's as if he said, "Depart from me," and everything shook. And she was sent with great force. And the portal opened up. She was going to fly. And it would close. And like, ah! And the scream was so late. It terrified me. People, adultery, fornication, so many different things that I could actually hear. And people in front of me were terrified because a lot of those people were struggling or went through the same situation, and they never repented. So 1,000, sent here. They would fly. My door was flying so fast. I've never seen something so fast. And it got to the point where I was next in line, and he called me up, and he started talking to me. And keep in mind that our life held us hand to hand. So anything we did in our life, our life testified against us. So you couldn't lie because your life testified. Say, "Yes, you did. You did this. You did this at this time. Yes, you did." And whenever God would speak to me, you would see a big screen, like you would see as if whatever God says, it comes to life. And so he started talking to me, and he started telling me everything that I could have did better. And at this point, I'm like, okay, God, I could do this better. I did it. I did okay with it, but I could have did better. So he began to say other things, and he brought up this specific woman And he asked me, why didn't I forgive her? And he gave me her specific name. I'm not going to say it. He gave me her specific name. And I knew exactly what he was talking about. He asked me, why didn't I forgive her? I said, I did, God. I did forgive her. He said, well, if you forgave her, when you get on the phone and talk to her, why is it that you treat her like the situation happened all over again? And I'm like, God, but I did forgive her. He said, well, if you forgave her, why are those seeds still in your chest? And I looked down. I was like, oh my God. That's what those are for. Those are seeds of what I did in my life. The things I didn't forgive. So he was talking to me and I was like, oh my God. And he told me, he looked at me and said, because you didn't forgive her, I didn't forgive you some of your seeds. And I was like, oh my God. And he started telling me so many other things. And he ain't told me not one good thing yet. And at this point, I'm getting terrified because my mind is starting now going to a place where I'm imagining how hot this fire is going to be when this portal opens. And so, I'm scared. I didn't know how to explain how terrified I was. Words can't describe. When you meet God faith, words can't describe how terrifying it is to look your Creator face to face. Where there's nothing hid from Him. There's nothing. Your inner thoughts are revealed before Him. Your perception, how you feel, everything that you hosted in this body is presented before Him. And so, I got to a point where I didn't want to hear God no more. I was really turning my head because I was afraid that, it's already made his mind up. I was so afraid. And so I turned my head and he would just come and tell me everything that I didn't do right or I should have did better. And at this point, I knew I was going to hell. I knew it. I was fully persuaded that this was it. So I turned my head and I was like, I don't want to hear no more. My mind, I'm just really trying to imagine how hot hell is going to be. I'm like, oh my God, Lord, I have no more chance. If I go down there, I can't come back. Like, Lord, please don't send me to him. Please, like, God, please. I'm begging you. And I'm more terrified. I was more terrified than I can express. And so I turned my head and at this point, I no longer wanted to hear what he had to say because I knew at this point, I was going to hell. And I would have my head turned, and out of nowhere, there was this one feeling that would come over the interface of my soul. And I would turn my head, and it would go in slow motion, and the tears would fly from my face. And I looked at God, and I was looking at his judgment. What was going to be my judgment? And he looked at me, he said, face to face, you don't get a well done. You get it, you barely made it. And he stepped back and said, come. And at this point, I was so confused. I'm like, oh my God. And on the left side of God, heaven would open up, so soft, with brilliant lights. The colors were undescribable. Like colors I've never seen before in my life. It was so pretty, so amazing. And the colors will blossom as they grow. And the heaven will open up so gentle. And I will walk toward that direction, and my hand will go in the portal. And when my hand went through, it got bigger. My arm went through, it got bigger. It was like I was growing into a mature state of a glorified body. And so my leg went through, and I got bigger. And you can see how big I got on the other side. And how my soul was being transformed into a glorified body. And my body would go through it, and the only piece that was left behind was my leg. And right before my last foot got in, I woke up. The dream scared me so bad. I was underneath our living room table for hours. I was so terrified. I was terrified to move. I was terrified to do anything because I was afraid it was going to be added to my judgment. I thought that was the judgment. That didn't feel like a dream. I could feel, I could taste, I could tell you how it made me feel. Everything was so alive in the dream. And at that moment, I was asking God, why did you give me this dream? He said, because I want you to warn my people that the things which you saw are the things that shall be. And I didn't realize that what I prayed for and the vow I made before God that He was going to fulfill it. Now He's looking for my hand to be fulfilled.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I saw this video before. I was a little kid.
of course. But anyways, I'm about to end the stream.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the title of the video. I want you to see this full testimony, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So actually stream. So yeah, have a good weekend.
Great
and
weekend. Bye, everyone.
God bless.